go so loco, loco, make me go crazy. We would make a beautiful baby. Knock on wood, is you trying to date me? Is it yes, is it no, is it maybe?
Hey guys, man, welcome back to the channel. Man, welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to our YouTube channel where you get
the real and raw
bloopers. No editing. You know what I'm saying? But,
not this video.
Yeah, I'm gonna be serious because this video, I think this is gonna be part 2 to a video we previously just did.
Labor and delivery.
Yeah, our labor and delivery experience. I think I haven't looked at the views, but had quite a few people who were tuning in and, you know, interested in our journey and, you know, wanted to hear part 2. So here it is.
I don't know where we left off, because it was pretty much everywhere, and we was kind of rushing toward the end because we had our baby in the room with us, and we just really wanted to talk y'all heads off in that video. We tried to cram everything up in there, but we couldn't, so it's like, it's just
part 2, man.
Right that we do a part 2. But I'm gonna just start off with
well, I want to do a shameless plug. I want to plug our cosmetic line, HEYY Beauty Cosmetic. You ain't gotta borrow that oil, gotta get you some.
Go
you know
get it.
You ain't got that lip gloss, gotta get you some. Everything vegan, plant-based, all organic ingredients, no byproducts, nothing man-made, everything from nature. And merchandise.
not this one. I don't know why I'm wearing this one.
If you still want to purchase a shirt, you know what I'm saying? My peace, love, blessing, drinking tea, you know what I'm saying? Got my mug, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you, hey, copy,
it's on the website.
Support.
I mean,
I ain't gonna talk y'all head off
social
about
media.
it. Follow it, HEYY Beauty and Cosmetic on all platforms.
Message us if you want anything. That's what we're doing for now, and we should get right back. Get to you as soon as possible. But
back to it.
let's get into it because I don't want to spend so much with it. I kind of want to get it off my chest so I can go on with my life and let it go and start fresh. I said I want to do this video when we was in our other place. I just want to move in this place. Fresh start, but I guess it just had to happen this way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and start. I may include some of the events or whatever that happened during my pregnancy, and some stuff I may leave out because it's too personal. Or some stuff I may forget, but if you want to do a Q&A or you have any questions, you can always ask in the comment. I want y'all to interact with us more anyways, so I can, that's motivating to me, and it's just encouraging. Like, that would make me want to get on here and show my face and make more videos. Just y'all, I love y'all. Y'all support me. We have 100 followers. I know I said it in the other way, 100 subscribers. And I thank y'all again. But yeah, just if you have any questions, or if it's something you know you going through with your pregnancy or whatever, just comment down below.
You know, talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Reach
that
out.
as well.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no support, we here. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna try to be as transparent as
I think
possible.
our whole page is, this YouTube channel is just real. Like, we show y'all everything, and I think that was the biggest thing. Like, starting this channel, I was afraid of showing everything and saying certain things, or how I talk, just everything. But at this point, I don't care. Like, that's how we have the subscribers that we have now, just being us, you know. But Anyways, third time. I can talk all night now. It's nighttime. That's why you see the scarf.
You may see me yawning.
It's nighttime, y'all. But I'm just gonna start with the appointment. Our first appointment was like I think I was 3 months or so. It was in May when I got my first appointment finally. And it just, I remember people kept saying, oh, your baby's small, you know, and I'm thinking maybe, okay, it's a little baby, you know, this is my first baby. This is, if y'all don't know, this is our first child. And she was so small. Like, I didn't know until the end of my pregnancy that they meant literally small. I thought they meant like just
a little bit, because our babies are small.
Yeah, and I'm thinking they're like, oh, small and cute, you know, but just not receiving that much information and not giving so much, you know, details on her size. Like, I wasn't told any of that until 38 weeks. But I was induced.
Fast forward.
Yeah, because
it's just really typical.
Yeah,
I feel like the
but I want to
appointments,
say
I couldn't go to the. I think we said that last time, but I couldn't go.
no. You should talk about it more.
Yeah, I
Your
couldn't
point
go
of
to.
view.
I think I said this last time. I feel like I did.
But you didn't talk more.
But yeah, I was from the first one. I didn't get to go to one. I was there in the parking lot.
But you couldn't come in the inside.
Nah, I couldn't come and be there and experience that. That bothered me. For a while, that bothered me. Because it's, my first, it's like
You're never gonna get that.
You don't think, when when you think of like, your first child, you think like that experience, like everyone else had, what I'm saying? Get to come in there and see the ultrasound, and hold, her hand, and actually see it with my two eyes, the ultrasound, and see the heartbeat on the machine, and I didn't get to experience that.
I was doing it basically by myself. He was there.
I was there, but I called.
He wasn't physically.
I seen it on the phone, but I would ask her like, how do it look on the screen? You know what I'm saying? Up close, like just yeah. But this was an experience, and I think it's just God time. I feel like He.
Just for both of us.
He just wanted her to be here, wanted to bring her here during this time. I don't know why, but it's his time, and it was perfect time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a strong person, and we are, and we went through a lot of adversity through this pregnancy. Just having an unorthodox pregnancy, with this pandemic.
Like, as soon as everything shut down, like,
I couldn't go to the no appointment, gender reveal, baby shower. All of it had to be virtual, or risk being sick.
And then let's not talk about my cravings, like.
Yeah, and having the cravings and thinking, how.
But when you have a good person like Chris, he said, you know what? Don't worry about it. Make sure you be straight. He went to the grocery store.
Every time.
I said I wanted chalupa. He made me a home.
Because it was in the middle of the pandemic, so it's like a lot
everything
of the
was shut down.
Was closed, and you know,
I wanted Chinese.
you don't know what
I wanted Mexican. I wanted everything.
And we didn't know what was actually going on, so we didn't want to risk going to a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, I hate, you know, and then you look at other people and you're like, man, they got to experience this. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like she said, anything, whatever. You want a chalupa? I get in there with some dough, make some dough.
Yes, and he did a good job. I wish we could insert it in here.
And fried up some chalupa, fried rice, man, everything.
Everything. And you did the Chinese too. You brought the lo mein. I love them lo mein. Noodles.
Egg rolls.
Egg rolls. He
Man, I did it all.
It was like a restaurant.
So, we made the best of the situation.
And I want to put this in here too. Like before I went to my appointment, we bought the ultrasound.
Oh yeah. Because it was taking too long, and it's
and
I have
Chris
to know.
was so like, and if at first I was anxious like Chris, I'm like, oh, what is so wrong? Isn't it? I calmed down because I don't know. Still to this day, she's here. I always had this connection with her, and it's just like she was just talking to me. She was speaking to me. She was just saying, "Mommy, I'm okay. You know, you wearing, you know, but I'm okay in here. Like, I'm healthy. I'm fine. Like, you taking care of me. You know." And
I had to know, and I ordered a fetal Doppler. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
and
you
I
can
think
get
a lot of
heartbeat.
people have them. We didn't use it every day,
Nah.
but it will spoil you.
Yeah, just hearing our heartbeat.
I think we heard, that was the first time we heard a heartbeat. It was like 45, 41.
Yeah, it was beating. It was like, oh, man, it was amazing. It was amazing hearing that. You know what I'm saying? For the first time. And,
It was funny though. You trying to find it,
Yeah,
find a
it was-
heartbeat.
and we were scared to even do it. It's like,
Yeah, because yeah,
you know, because
it was too soon, and then
it was a lot.
But after my first appointment, everything just flowed. We went here and there, but the thing with me, my blood pressure was always high. I think just anxiety and just being in just my first pregnancy, being alone, not really alone, but just in that facility, and just, you don't see people like you, and it's not that. I think it's just, during that time, I wasn't around people. I never just spoke with people.
Not especially before.
Yeah.
We were like
Clothes, like,
yeah, like we was just to ourselves chilling, man.
like if I went
working,
out,
hustling, you know what I'm saying, exercising, eating good, you know what I'm saying.
yeah, because when I found out I was pregnant, I was eating like, I was like on a meatless diet. Yeah, like I was eating noodles, mushrooms, rice, zucchini. I was crazy about zucchini, avocados, just straight vegetables and stuff like that. I wasn't eating meat and just exercising, and like I said, I really went around people like that. And me and Chris, we are very connected, we're very close. Like, so it kind of felt uncomfortable not having him with
especially
me.
like, and I felt it the most. We had to do the glucose test. You know, especially, you know, if you're a subscriber, OG, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Bub was diagnosed with type, I don't know, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think diabetes. You know what I'm saying? She reversed it and don't have it. But going to the doctor and telling him like, I think we need to do a glucose test because most likely your sugar is going to be elevated. You know, we just, you know how to manage it.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew if she drunk that it was going to spike it and she was going to feel all
Triggered
type of,
all over again.
you know, type of feelings, and knowing that, and I couldn't go in there and be by her and hold her and let her know like I'm right here. You know, I used to always tell her like you ain't by yourself. You know.
Every time I went there, like, it was just terrible. I don't think I would ever go to that place again. Not like that, but
Just if you know better, you do better.
Yeah,
You know,
I just feel like, I don't know, the
People don't-
procedure and stuff went well. So,
Yeah.
well, not went well, but just him doing his, but
Yeah.
just the environment. But him, yeah, he did a great job. But I'm gonna get to that part. But just
where we at?
the glucose.
Yeah, you know. But I just was saying, you know, that was a time where I wanted to really be there. But we can fast forward. Like I said, I missed all the appointments. And
I want to just
it
talk about
was-
the blood pressure. Every time I went, I just remember this one time. It was a rush day, and he was busy. Like he is known. Like a lot of people go to him, and it was a day my blood pressure was high, and I just got tired of it being high, and nothing was really said. Just doing protocol, doing the basics, but really not so concerning. But I just was like, can you check my blood pressure twice? And he was like, yeah, okay. And just stormed out. Like, normally he'll lift me up and help me up, but he didn't that day. He's like had an attitude, which is every day, you know. I just put myself as a black woman, as I always do, make everyone feel comfortable while I feel uncomfortable, so I can get treated well. But the nurse came back real quick and checked it, and it still was the same. And I'm like, y'all checked it so soon. Like, normally you're supposed to wait.
Yeah, let you breathe and just.
But it came back, and this was like, I fast forwarded. This is like when I'm in my third trimester, I think, because my blood pressure been high leading up until that time, and I asked about it before this time about rechecking. I asked, I'm like, is my blood pressure okay? Like, and it was attitude, do you have headaches? And I'm like, no, I don't have headaches. But I thought if someone come to you about your blood pressure, you're supposed to they supposed to suggest you to have what it is, the
urinalysis to see if you have protein in your urine, to see if
I forgot the what it's called.
See if your kidneys or liver is functioning.
Yeah, but they say
If it's-
it's a certain time to do it, third trimester. But I just feel like if you know this woman have her blood pressure been high
elevated for
a
months.
while, you supposed to been offered me that.
Yeah.
So I'm just walking around outside of this facility. I'm doing basic stuff. If I need to know if I need to be on bed rest or anything, because it's not healthy. And then I remember a time, one of my appointments, he was looking for her heartbeat and he couldn't find it, and he was like, oh, but we'll just, find it another day or so, because he was in a big rush. And I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So that's when after that, we just was really wanting to look for a what is called,
Just somebody. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? A doula or a midwife that can kind of take over.
but we was looking
You know
for
what I'm
one
saying?
down here.
Yeah, I think it was
and
like
she
third.
was not for it.
Nah, I reached out to anybody I could, just trying to get some help.
Yeah, I was
trying to get
scared.
some understanding. What was going on. Just the information. They wasn't giving all the information that they had. They was giving just enough for us to move on and go home and everything good. You know what I'm saying?
That was every time I had a question.
But us just using our own intuition, like, man, nah, like something extra going on, and not telling us. And that went on for a while. And like I said, I reached out to a lady down here. I think she's from Tupelo. She know who she is.
I don't know. Her
and-
belief just wasn't.
But I'm not frustrated or mad at anyone, but it's like, I would think if you in that field, you know what I'm saying, if you in that field and you know how our people get treated and you're like us, you'll be more than willing to
But a lot of
give
people,
me a conversation. Conversation was real dry, and yeah, and I kind of just cut it off, because I understood what was going on. I reached out to another place, but it was located in out of state somewhere, in California.
our state really don't have doulas like that. If so, not that
Yeah, so I mean, it was just
you just looking for someone who had a passion and love, and understood,
and could help us out. You know what I'm saying? Well, that didn't happen.
So my pregnancy was kind of scary. I felt like I had nothing else. I have no options, and I'm like, I have to stick with this person. But I fast forward past the high blood pressure, finally getting just the last appointment. I'm gonna talk about the last appointment. I came in for a regular appointment. How many weeks I was? 38 weeks? No, I was 37. 7 weeks, and because it was getting close to the end. I think I started going every week, and did my ultrasound. The lady was like, But before I say this, before my appointment, I remember going to getting a massage. Oh my God, I felt great. This lady was so sweet to me. She was talking to me, and she was telling me she said something about my body. I think she said something about my fluid as well, if I'm not mistaken. She rubbed my back. She was like, oh, it seemed kind of something over here. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know what she was saying. She said some turn, and then when I finally went to my appointment, this is my last appointment, 37 weeks, I got my ultrasound. The lady that was doing it, she was like, something. She was like, you're amniotic. I think I'm saying it right. Amniotic. I'm tired. Fluid is kind of like low. And she was like, how much did your baby measure the last time you came? And I was like, such and such. She was like, your baby, not,
Did she tell you right then? Or did she leave out? Did she not tell you? She just like,
No, she just asked me. She just asked me, She just asked me, how much did your baby measure last time? And then that's when she started, and then she ran out. And I'm like, I'm already panicking.
Yeah, and that's when you called me, I think.
Yeah, my heart pacing. I'm like this.
It's like she said something about something, and she left out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like.
And then she came back, and I guess she, thought about it. She was like, she was talking about the fluid, and she was like, but everything is okay. But I'm going to just let your doctor know, such and such. And she was like, just go back in the room and wait for him to come back in there and talk to you. I'm the last person there, so I was sitting in there for a while. I guess they was trying to get ready and leave or whatever.
Yeah, I think they closed at like 3:30 or something, or 3 or 4. We was in there till about
5.
It was after 5 when they came in there, I think. So
yeah,
that made it even worse because
he came in there really late.
Real late. Like I don't know what was going on. Just sitting there anxious, just like what's happening.
And he came in, he told, what did he say?
I think I was on the phone, and he was like, it wasn't...
nothing to be concerned about. This happened all the time.
They saying she,
really wasn't no term.
No,
didn't even say.
He didn't say. He just
no.
was like, she ain't growing, you know what I'm saying? Since the last time, the measurements didn't change or something like that from the last week or a couple of weeks or something like that.
And I'm like, she been small all this time, not thinking about it.
He was like, from here on out, I guess she needs to come out in order to
get enough
nutrition because she's not getting some through
my
through the
placenta. And I'm like, it just was so rushed. It just was so,
and
it wasn't so. It wasn't. I wasn't given enough information.
That too, but and educating ourselves. You know, we didn't have enough time to even educate ourselves on.
I just remember crying in there.
That's why I was reaching out to all these different people, trying to get somebody that's educated on those subjects to be like, okay, look, you this and that, or you don't have to do this and that. And,
yeah, because at the end of the day, I thought about it after I had my baby.
We just had ourselves.
And watching that show, Tabitha was on. She was saying it. She was like, they just want to hurry up and get you.
That's what it is. Like, okay, we see this.
Because I'm like, I didn't even have to have, like, I got a C-section. I didn't probably have to get that.
No, you was already
dilated.
I think of what it is. Face.
Yeah.
Face where you know, and you was dilated like a couple centimeters when you came in.
Yeah.
And it's a whole process, you know, that they do. You know?
And I remember just crying in there, and Chris was like, don't do that. Wipe your face. I'm here. Don't let anyone see you like that. I'm pregnant. I'm emotional. And I don't have him by my side. Like, I have him, but ain't nothing like physically like, and then a male. Like, I think they enjoyed that. Not like that, but they didn't have to worry about no one else asking the extra questions and being concerned. Like, I was just a quick bill, like, let's just get this over with. I got too many people. I need to let her go. Like, and just then, I should have known. It was just so unprofessional. Like, in the next room, I can hear them talking about other people. Like, it was just terrible.
That was an experience, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing. And just not being told what was really going on. What's the medical term? When did it start happening? Did you see, you know, we don't know if they seen it a month ago and just kept it quiet, like, okay, we see she not going, but let's just wait until 30-some weeks to where we can just tell her, hey, this is what's going on. You got to get next week. We're going to have to, instead of telling us weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was an experience, you know what I'm saying? That was. But it didn't stop, you know what I'm saying?
No, it don't stop there.
You know?
But fast forward, he was like, be there at this such time, 5:30 in the morning, go to the hospital.
It was gonna be that next Monday on my sister's birthday. You know what I'm saying?
October the 19th. She's supposed to have been due on Halloween, but of course I had to get induced. Well, I didn't, but that was told to me. So it's the weekend, and I'm just anxious. I couldn't get no sleep. Like, this is the most special, like, moment. Like, those days leading up to her birth. Like, if I would have known that was gonna be it, just being not just me and you, because she was in there, but it just still felt like it was just me and Chris. But though that weekend was anxious, and I should have been sleep. We should have been sleeping,
but couldn't sleep.
No.
I think I don't remember the last time I slept.
No, serious.
Because I think we supposed to came that Monday morning, which is really Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get no sleep that Saturday night, and Sunday we stayed up all Sunday, and we supposed to have been there at 5 in the morning, so we laid down like 1 and didn't sleep, toss and turn till the alarm went off at like 3:30 or 4, and got everything packed in the car, and headed out. As y'all got seen on the birth vlog. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it.
Y'all.
I
haven't watched it because it's too emotional.
Yeah, we haven't watched it.
It's too sensitive for me.
Since last year, since we first put it up.
So I'm gonna have to get there, but I think I can watch it after doing this. I just had to talk about this, let this go, so I can be able to go back, because it's like not trauma, but it's like I just remember that day like it was yesterday. But looking at my daughter now, it's like,
Man,
it's an experience.
yeah, that's why I said, like, from right here, you can go watch that video, and that's like where, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you should watch that video before you watch this.
Yeah. But if you hadn't watched it, this would be the perfect time to go watch it right now.
Pause it right here.
Because everything we have said right now lead up to that moment to when we got in the car and we was heading to the hospital. So if you just watch it, everything that went on, that's what went on. And when I came on the video talking, you know, and got emotional, that was another bad experience, you know what I'm saying? We had to go through. You know what I'm saying?
But let's hurry up and get to it because I'm ready to get to it.
Because I think that's the only part we got to get to.
Yeah, that's the only
like
part.
I said, I'm gonna say what it didn't show in the birth vlog is that when we came at 5, I think they started you on Pitocin, which is terrible.
Terrible.
You know, I'm not gonna, whatever you do, you want to do, but that's terrible. Pitocin from 5 o'clock. So we supposed to have her the night Monday. Went all the way Monday, all day on Pitocin.
And I didn't know. I'm gonna say I didn't know I could eat anything because he didn't tell me that. I didn't know any of that. So when I did clock in and everything, my feet swole, I'm swole. I haven't ate anything. I've been up all night. Just anxious. And I remember this girl. Oh my God. Sometimes, that's why I say I wish I remember people's name. I should look at people's tags that day because that's a special day. And you always remember how people treat you, like no matter what. Especially when you're pregnant. You just gonna remember how people treat you. Because your emotions and hormones is just all over the place. And I remember she was rude. She act like I done had like 5 or 10 kids. She was like, "Come on, just put this." I'm like,
you know what's going on.
And my thing is, I don't do the color thing. You know, people, your heart, you know how you are. But I'm like, girl, we the same. You know how black women get treated every day.
Sometimes they don't. They see us in the eyes, you know, of the enemy.
Yeah, especially down here, it's a lot of that. And I'm like, I'm so tired of it. And I'm just looking at her like, come on now, I'm pregnant. I don't know. This is my first baby. But anyways, the phone I was recording on, I can't. My storage kept saying it was full that night, but I wasn't worried about that. I was just thinking about my baby getting here safe. And but I recorded all that, me putting on my gown. I'm like, this is real. Chris sitting out there waiting. Yeah. I had to get my COVID. I don't even want to say it. I had to get my such and such test, and until he was able to come in, and that was, I don't know why they was doing it, but it is what it is. And they had to, you know, give me my fluids, and y'all, I was dehydrated. Like, I didn't eat anything, I didn't drink anything.
Plus,
like,
you know, having diabetes, you know what I'm saying, not having nothing to drink all day,
because I didn't know,
sleep deprived, and you know, not eating.
But I had a feeling in me that I knew I was gonna have surgery. I just had a feeling, and I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to drink or eat anything. But if I would have known that it was gonna be the next night, I would have ate so much stuff. But I don't know this lady's name, but I want to say her last name, just in case she come across this video. She was so sweet to me. I think her last name Piggies. She was like, she just wished me well, and she was like, get my blood. Like, you know, some nurses are just strictly their job. I don't care about you. I'm just gonna do this. You're not nothing to me. This is protocol. She was just taking her time. She was like, oh, you should have drank something. She was just making me feel so relaxed. And she was like, well, I wish you, you know, well, and I hope you have a safe delivery. Like, she was the only person
that means the world.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was to cry.
With them at the time, you know.
And I was in the room with everyone else, and they was just, you know, just hooking up all this stuff to me. And I'm like, this is my first time seeing y'all. You know, I've been. It's not like we all was at the clinic together and I seen y'all face.
Know these people.
Yeah. That's why I want to have a home birth, you know. But anyway, that was so sweet. But fast forward, Chris able to come in the room.
I came in the room and we sat there all day, you know, on the Pitocin. And in the Pitocin, if nobody know what that is, that kind of it intensifies your contractions. And it got a lot of bad side effects, you know what I'm saying? But that's one of them. And you know, I think like 9 o'clock that night, just fast forward, because the whole day we didn't sleep, not one time, just watch TV.
And I told Chris go to sleep. He said, I'm not going to sleep until you safe, until my baby get here safe.
I wasn't sleeping. So messed around and got the epidural. Terrible.
My body still have. My body.
So.
My body is.
And she could. I feel like you could have went through the contractions naturally if they were natural contractions, not Pitocin-induced contractions. And if you wasn't laying down. They had.
I asked like 5 or 10 times, could I walk around? Can I walk? I get it. The hospital treats you like an old woman.
Yeah, they had her bound to the bed. Oh, you can't get up because you know
they treat it like
you gotta monitor the baby heart rate, which me knowing now doing study, I read and study a lot, and me knowing now that Pitocin actually slows the heart rate of the baby down, and you know so. You know, we see, you know, we just watching it every time she have a contraction. The baby heart rate just goes low, it dips, and then coming out of the contraction, you know, it comes back, you know, to regular. So not knowing then what I know now, but so she got the epidural, got it.
I was sick as a dog.
Yeah, as soon as she got it, body didn't react to it like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else, they like, I'm gonna get some sleep now.
No.
Nah, you know,
my sugar was dropping.
Yeah, your
my
heart rate. You know what I'm saying? Blood pressure, heart rate dropped, man. The lowest I ever seen somebody blood pressure drop.
And I don't remember anything. I just remember like just falling. I just was feeling like I was just leaving. I felt like I was just, because my body, I'm a natural person. Like that's the thing. My entire visits, like I didn't get nothing. Like I refused all of that stuff. She was really a natural baby. I'm a natural person. And my first, I guess that's my body reacting to all these meds. Yeah. And it
was terrible. The girl said that she's supposed to got 2 bags of saline drip before getting it, but they didn't. So the girl, she came in and it's going on, and I could just see her eyes rolling back, you know, laying in the bed. I'm trying to keep her calm, and it's like,
and I just remember doing it.
And she's shaking and eyes rolling back, just getting weaker, and you know, just trying to open her eyes, trying to look, and I'm panicking, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not trying to show it, and I'm looking at the screen like, man, this is like blood pressure, man, I don't know, man, 16 over 20, it was real low, and so the girl came in, she running.
And shout out to her for saving my life.
And I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it in my chest now.
Yeah, because I can't go back just talking about it.
That's what I'm saying. We hadn't talked about it.
We haven't talked about it, y'all.
And so she went and grabbed 2 bags of saline.
And she just
hooked them up, turned them full blast, and she was both bags through the IV, through her arm. And when she was doing it, she was squeezing, and she was slowly, you know, coming back and blood pressure
I
started
really
coming
shout out
up.
to the nurses because they really be working hard. Some of them, but
And, yeah, so you know that was.
But is that before I threw up all of the, or was that after?
That was before, I think.
Before, yeah. Because that's when I got the epidural and I started throwing up and everything. My sugar was so low. They had to bring me some ice.
And we didn't know why, you know, you just still was feeling like that. It was like, I'm like, dang, you haven't ate nothing. Because
they just kept saying, oh, lay back, lay back. I'm like, I can't lay back.
It was one nurse, you know, telling her, and I think she just started bringing everything. I think it was their personal stuff they brought for lunch, you know, because the kitchen was closed. So I think they was just bringing us popsicles, seltzers, and
ice.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Really just prolong it until the doctor is like, all right, I got my full sleep. So.
Yeah, let me come do the C-section because I think you was dilated like
5.
I thought it was further than that. I thought it was like 6, 5.5, 6.
I thought it was 5. Because I remember telling you, I felt her sliding down my hips. Like, it's like it was open and I could just feel her just sliding down. Mm-hmm. And I remember the lady, when she shoved her hand up me, oh my God, when she shoved her hands up me, because at first I thought she said she was checking something, but she was really doing something else.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're like, I'm just checking. But what she probably was doing was stretching and seeking cheat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Speed the process up. You know what I'm saying? So.
But that's when it's like, I feel her hair, and I'm like, I feel her slide now. I can just push her out. Mm-hmm. You know. No problems, because she was just right there. I said, all I have to do is just sit. Like, even when I move.
Should have pushed, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, just them, you know what I'm saying, putting fear in you, like, you know, contractions. And then after that, I think, after you got straight, that's when the baby she wasn't straight, you know what I'm saying? Her heart rate.
It's kind of like a blur to me because of so many.
Her heart rate drops, you know what I'm saying?
And they kept coming in.
They come in.
Yeah, turn her.
They scream was going off, and they'll turn you over.
And they'll tap her a little too.
She was just trying to get her to. It was low.
And they're coming in and stick their hands up and tickle her head.
Boom, boom, and then at one moment it stopped. Boom, and that's when, like, 3 or 4 nurses came in. Mm-hmm. They came in turning you,
and they kept,
you know what I'm saying?
Turning her,
and reaching in there, boom, 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 and then finally, I think you had to lay on your right side. That's when she, you know, her heart rate came back and started beating, and man. And I think that's when they called him. Was like, like you gotta go.
You need to go ahead and
do something. You know what I'm saying?
So he came, told us what we need to do, what he's gonna do, and this and that.
He came like what, 1? Yeah. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
That night. That next day. That next, night.
And went in there, got another dose of something. I think that was epidural again, if I'm not mistaken.
Cause you actually had the epidural and was moving.
Yeah, she was like, you can move. I'm like, yeah, this stuff is like falling off me, like it's wearing off. Cause I don't know, I guess I was just fighting. Like, I don't know, I'm a soldier.
I'm like,
I said,
your leg? Like,
I don't want to have my baby. I'm ready to get her out of here. Like, I'm ready to get out of this space. Hold on. I ain't going. I'm ready to get her out of here so I can just, me and my baby, we can have my baby. I can get away from these people. Like, I'm just ready. And that's what my body, I prepared my body. Like, because the next day, on the way, just headed to the hospital, my body was like, everything went out the window. Let's just have this baby. Like, God covered me. And that's what he did. But
what happened next?
You was in a room waiting.
Yeah,
and it took forever.
They wheeled you out.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, took the bed out, you know, told me, you know, put the little suit on or whatever. I'm like, okay, shoot, this about to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's about to happen. So
I'm in the room.
she in there, you know, and they like, yeah, we gonna come get you, you know. So I'm sitting there, as you guys can see in the birth vlog, I'm sitting there, and I sat there, man,
For a while.
quite a while. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm sitting there so long, I'm peeping out like, hey, you know what's going on. So they were like, yeah, come back here, and I went halfway. I went to like, I think, recovery. And then I'm sitting there, and I recorded the other video, as you guys can see, and my mind wasn't thinking record. I wish I would have recorded now, even for our personal. I wish I would have recorded some, but at that moment, you know, I wasn't thinking about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I came in, and they full blown like.
Well, before you get into that, let me say my part real quick. When I went in the room while waiting on Chris, this man that did my epidural, he was sweet, very talkative. He told me every question I asked him, he answered me, and I'm drugged and everything. I was like, what is that? What's the name of the drug? He told me the name of it, no problem. But before they lifted me up and put me on the table, because I'm paralyzed down from getting another dose, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna pinch you, let me know if you can feel anything. And I was like, okay. Then, you know, when they lifted me up, I'm still messed up from the room, from being dizzy, the side effects, all that stuff, being dizzy, feeling like I have to throw up, feeling weak, feel like my sugar low, all of that stuff. The man that gave me the dose, he left out or whatever. A doctor down there, he's cutting. I don't know, I can't feel a thing. And I was telling the dude that was sitting behind me.
Man, I wish I knew his name.
I was telling the dude behind me, I said, I'm sick, I need to throw up. I didn't know they already started. He was like, well, you just turn your head, you know, turn your head if you have to throw up. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm anxious, I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm feeling all type of way. I just feel like I'm about to throw up. And I said it again. I said, I feel like I have to, you know, throw up. They carrying on having a conversation about who knows what, everyone just talking about, I don't know, the game or something. And he said it again. He was like, just, you know, turn your head, blah, blah, blah. He started already, had an attitude. And I'm like, I'm just ready for Chris to come in here. I just started like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't feel good. I need some oxygen. I'm panicking. And I need Chris in here. And Chris finally came in the room with me after all of that. And
That's what I'm saying. And just to think about that is like, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
I felt helpless.
You know,
I felt like nobody was in the room, heard me. I felt like everyone just was like, get this baby out, forget her.
Yeah, you know. And that's when I came in, you know, I'm like, man, like, you know, I wasn't there that whole time. And I'm like, man, like, these people full blown, like, come on, man, y'all could have been I could have been in here, you know. So, yeah, I sit down, you know, and I'm not knowing how she feel. And I'm like, you okay? You good? You
like,
know,
yeah, now that you in
like,
here.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know, it's still like, you told me, like,
I said I need some oxygen.
You know, and I looked at dude like, hey, said she needs some. He said, nah, the oxygen was for the baby.
So
like,
if I pass out,
I'm like, what? I said, she's telling me she need the oxygen level shows 99. I said, I don't care. I said, she said she need, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, and you know what I'm saying? So so he put it on a halfway crooked on her face, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a smart way. And he like.
And then it wasn't even on.
Yeah, make that made you happy? I'm like, yeah. You know, all the while, like, this is so unprofessional. And man, I wish I knew his name, but I would turn him in and do whatever I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Get him fired. I don't think nobody else should have to experience that.
Yeah, because it would make you not want to have another child. Like, it would make you, but that's just the devil. And thinking about it now, and it's like, I pray and I hope, like, I don't want to go through this hospital again in
like I said,
the same clinic. Like, these people are terrible, and
have a baby at the house.
I don't think no one else talk about it because they used to being treated a certain way.
Yeah, they don't,
think about it.
It's like, oh, well.
I'm used to this, but if you treat me like that, we're gonna fight. But she came.
She came and
she was crying.
I watched it.
This your
and
part.
The whole time, you gotta note that we hadn't slept. So all of this feeling like an out of body experience.
Like a dream.
It's feeling like it's feeling weird. So I'm looking and I see them pull her out, and I'm looking at her umbilical cord, and I'm just it's just feeling, and I'm grabbing her and I'm trying to show you, and they stopping me like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Because she can't see it, because whatever. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, and I felt like a feeling came over me I never felt in my life, but it went away. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have stayed in more, but I was so concerned about everything.
When I heard her cry, I started crying.
And then I'm like, is she crying? And then she was crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man. So, and I'm telling you, like, I said, she here, trying to give you motivation, like, you did it. She here,
I was so weak
down.
when our baby came. I was like,
and
I'm just like this now because I'm just.
And it's so crazy. Like I said, they came, hand her to me. She wrapped up too tight, and I'm like, and holding her like, it just an out of body experience. And I took her straight to you.
I remember that day.
And I put her on your head. And
I was looking at her. I can't even look at her. Like, I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I just want to go to sleep.
And I seen you, like, you was like, and I'm like, okay. So then I had her back, our baby back to them, because I'm like focused on you and like, you okay? And they telling me, yeah, you can come on now, come with us, and we're gonna. And I'm still talking. I'm talking to you like, I'm telling you, and they like, can you come, you know what I'm saying? And everybody just sitting there looking at me like, and I'm not paying them no mind. I finished what I got to say to you, and then I slowly got up, and I think that's why I inserted the video of when you can hear her crying, and you know what I'm saying?
She was a small baby. She was a healthy baby.
So then they told me to leave from her. And that's where you get the video of me in the room by myself.
But after he left, the dude that was over me, behind me, he threw the chair out, like, as soon as he got up. And I'm like, please, just hurry up, get me out. That's all I kept saying. I said, please, hurry up, get me out of here. Please, hurry up, get me out of here. Get me away from him. And I said something about the oxygen, and he was like, can you feel it now? And I guess he turned it all the way up. And I'm like, yeah, I can. And then I'm like, I can just hear all the tools and stuff. Hear my doctor finishing it up. And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling hope. And he almost done. And it's time for them to lift me up and put me in the bed. And I don't care what nobody say. I mean, nobody, like somebody else said. I don't care. When you had a gut feeling, you just know. He reached over me trying to get something and tried to elbow me in my face. And I'm like, when someone trying to do something intentional, like, and especially to someone who is paralyzed, like, come on, you have to be an evil person, like, but you can't touch a child of God, and that's proof. And whatever he was going through, it's only gonna get worse for him, and I hope that it do. Sorry.
Yeah, it is. Who knows it,
But
this person, they probably,
probably don't have any kids, or I don't know, just a terrible person, or who knows. But good luck for them. It's for their conscience. But I was ready to get out of there. I'm like, I'm ready to just get out of here, go around Chris and my baby. And I'm out of there. Now it's time for more shots and stuff to get dosed up with some more stuff. And I remember seeing this long, like, iron needle, and I still to this day sometimes feel the effects of where they inserted it. I'm like, what is this? And they were just poking around in there. I didn't know. People do not show none of this stuff. We were watching birth vlogs. They do not show the real effects.
They don't show what really going on.
And they don't tell what really go on.
But we are too.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess because people ain't conscious. I'm very conscious. I like knowing, and I remember everything they told me. I just can't remember much. But anyways, fast forward. She was like, the lady, she was like, you want to see your baby? And this, and I'm like, she told me my baby's size. I'm like, she's not in the NICU. She was like, no, you know, we could bring the baby, we could bring her in.
Yeah.
And Chris
that's
came.
That's my thought too. When they weighed her and they was like 4 pounds and 7 ounces. I'm like, 4 pounds.
She didn't need any oxygen or anything.
I'm like, man, that's the strongest baby. Man, that's the strongest baby I know, man.
She is.
To be that small, she was so small, man.
And she was doing a lot to her first month and everything.
It's like she was like you know what I'm saying? She was so small, bro. I think 4 pounds and 7 ounces is real small. Yeah. That's real small.
Everyone can see it. I can when it's your baby, you can't see no size. You can't see any of that. And I just remember we used to hold her in our hand.
But she didn't need no oxygen. She didn't need to be on no machine.
She breathed good.
Nothing. She was just like she was a healthy, regular size. She was like a 8-pound baby, but was 4 pounds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Half that.
So Chris came in with her, and y'all, I was out of it. Yeah. Chris was with the baby. She was like, y'all want to take. Y'all want to take a picture.
The phone.
She
that we
took our picture.
With, everything erased off of
that picture right there.
I would love to see that picture because it was like in the aftermath.
First picture
together. Yeah.
After all of that, like, oh, it still make me mad.
And the nurse, she was not. She was nice.
She was straightforward.
I don't know what she was. What she was or she was with the I don't know if she was with the what's it called?
Talking about the I forgot surgical.
No, you know the people with the baby nursery.
No, that ain't it. No, nursery nurse, something like that. But, yeah, she was very straightforward. She was like
It felt good to to have them, to have it in video. And I just felt good.
The nursery, like the people in the nursery was very like helpful. Like they were.
Yeah. And after we got to the room,
my blood pressure was high.
And we still hadn't been asleep.
Yeah. And, but I was forced to go to sleep after that.
It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. It was like 5 the next day. No sleep. All 2 days. And we here. And it was like 5. And so I'm still thinking back to when her, blood pressure was low and it's high. So I'm sitting there, I'm pressing the button once we got in the room. We're in the room now. And I'm pressing the button on the machine, and the blood pressure, it said it was high. It said it was 200 over. So I ran down the hallway. Hey, my blood pressure, you know what I'm saying? High. So, you know what I'm saying?
I know they just talked about it.
She came in there.
She was like, what?
She was like, I just checked it. I was like, yeah, I did it. And I checked it.
She was like, did you touch the machine? No, don't touch the machine.
So she was like, don't touch the machine,
And I'm like, I used to work here.
So, you know what I'm saying? She rewrapped it, put it on right, checked it, normal. She looked at me and said, go to sleep. She like, go to sleep.
She said, Daddy, just relax.
And I was like, yeah, I need to. Wow. I said, yeah, I need to. And
That was the most straightforward thing ever.
And I knew to go to sleep. I'm like, they was taking baby a bath, and I didn't get to record that because
I told Chris.
out of it.
I told Chris.
I couldn't go no longer.
Why you didn't, to this day, why you didn't record it? And then you could have told him to take her a bath in the room.
I know, but I just, man, that was rough. There was a lot of stress and anxiousness.
But all that just come from the doctors that we had.
Yeah, man.
That's all that came from.
Yeah, if you got some good people,
if you got some good people,
you got some good people. You know what I'm saying? And your experience may not be like that, man. If you live in rural Mississippi and rural, if you live in a rural town, in a rural state, you know what I'm saying, you may get those experiences as a black person. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I took a 30-minute lay down, and you was asleep, snoring, sleep. That was the first time.
And let me tell you, when I first held my baby, I forgot to mention when Chris came in there with her, I did not want to hold her. Like, it hurted me to say this now. I did not want to hold her. I just wanted to, I was so numb. I was so gone. I'm like, please get her off of me. But I guess Chris saw it in my eyes.
Yeah.
Chris just took her and got her. But the next day, when I got me a few Z's and I saw her again, I'm like, give me my baby. Like, she would just, how she is now, like her personality. Y'all, when you have your baby, I'm telling you how they are when they come out.
That's how
they're gonna be. I'm telling you, that's how they're gonna be. And she still had the same personality. I just was looking at her and I'm like, this little person right here, like, you was in me all these months, like, just talking to me. And you just so I kept hearing, like, I think my last appointment, the lady was telling me, oh, she has so much hair. I just remember seeing her hair just floating up. And I just remember before having her, they was like, she had a lot of hair. I'm just like, I'm glad my baby here. She's safe. I don't care about no hair. I don't care about any of that. Long as she's healthy and she's here. And that's what happened. She is healthy. She is strong. Like, she is a soldier.
Yeah.
And
it was an experience, man. We like I said, took a 30-minute nap. I told her I wasn't gonna eat or sleep until. And once they brought her back after my 30-minute nap, I'm like, okay, I'm finna eat. You know what I'm saying? You doing good. Baby right here doing good.
And let me give a shout out to I call her the nurse, Whisper. That woman, oh my God.
Cause we
I don't know her name.
We was feeding her and we didn't know, and I think most hospitals, especially, they assume that you know, and that if you're a first-time parent, some people don't care. They're like, I don't care. Figure it out. So we didn't know what we was doing.
She was just crying.
She cried.
We didn't have our parents, and then
we didn't know we wasn't feeding her enough.
Yeah.
So we'll feed her. We'll feed her what they told us. Like, it don't take much,
But
she came in, man, and he was like, she just crying,
She was like, she just picked her up, like,
she swatted her real good, boom, flipped the, set her up like this,
like she was a sandwich.
Boom, hit her with the bar
and
like that.
And she stopped and she let her burp, and then she was like, you want some more?
She raised up, squeezed, did like that, and she then plopped it back down.
And she laid it down, and she just was. I'm like,
she went straight to sleep. And I'm sitting there like,
God,
what did I just watch? What did I just watch?
I don't know. I just remember she was the lady with the pink coat. I don't know her name, but I'm like, she is good at her job.
Yeah. And there's one last thing. Me panicking. She in the room and.
You talking about?
And she I guess she drunk too much and it was coming back up.
Yeah, she really had bad acid
on her back. And it was like
reflux.
And she was like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I took off, grabbed the baby out of the little bassinet and took off down the hallway. I'm running with a baby down the hallway because she turned red.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
door.
talking about you.
Yeah.
They talked about
and
you.
so I'm just like, okay, she ain't choking no more, but I'm still running to him. The woman met me halfway, like, sir, you don't supposed to have them, out of the bassinet. You supposed to. I'm like, man, she choking. She was just choking, and the woman just calm. Like, why is she calm? You know what I'm saying? It's just, man. And she just took her. She was like, it's just her nose, so the amniotic fluid still in there, or whatever. Yeah.
They done took her like 1,000 times.
Yeah,
and she always came back calm,
yes.
but when she would she cried the entire time.
But yeah, that was the experience, and still didn't sleep. Man, we didn't sleep from that Sunday. No lie, from that Sunday, we really didn't sleep none. No more until January.
Because, during that time, no one really, still to this day, nobody kept her.
No. We had her.
We still have her. Like, it's just us.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And after having her, like, I would say for a day, to Chris, we just kept running back up to that hospital. Chris was so spoiled.
Yeah.
Chris was spoiled.
Yeah, that
And
too.
I remember the lady said, let her get some rest.
Yeah, we
let her get some sleep.
We still got the wristbands. I think she wasn't even a day old, and we brought her back. As soon as we left, we brought her back the same day. Like, hey,
this woman was looking at things. She was like, she a day old.
Yeah, she like, man, y'all just
let her get some rest.
Man, but it's just like, once you leave, you like everything.
Y'all, it was so scary. It felt so scary.
Is she okay? Is she, what I'm saying, she doing this right?
I don't know this.
Right. Nah, it was real new, and if you, we had somebody, which, like I said, I'm not gonna say people wouldn't have, but it was a pandemic, man, and you trying to protect your baby at all costs. But yeah, man, it was rough. It was. We went back Halloween.
That was the last time though. I'm like, no, it's so much going on. People sick in there, and
it's like she okay, yeah, man.
That's one experience.
That's an experience. An hour and some experience. Man. Talk. It was a whole lot more. Can't fit it all in here.
But we hit some of the key words. Like, I feel like I can exhale.
Yeah,
like,
it's all documented. But it was some good times, what I'm saying? I know we talked about all the bad times, but it was some good times just afterwards,
I remember one of the nurses saying, you have a great helper, like good support. And I'm like, yes, because the nurses didn't have to do nothing.
Nah, I'm not realizing it because I'm not
you really
caring.
doing their job.
Because I know other dudes, like when they come in there,
like,
they chilling, they sitting on the couch or something, and they sitting there looking at it. Like, but me, I'm
every time
right
I got up, like Chris helped me, and this nurse that helped me once, but no, Chris. Pretty much, he did everything.
I was doing their job for them. They like, when we go in this room, we ain't got to do nothing.
And I know how it is. I know I used to work there. They used to love people like going in rooms like that.
So when they trying to change the sheet or whatever, when they trying to do whatever, I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about helping them, but
really just
helping you. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, it was some good times, man. We got some footage that got erased, but we got some footage.
I hate it got erased.
And we would put it in the vlog, birth vlog.
But I think, is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it, man. We had a lot of good times, so afterwards,
just getting to know her.
ate real good. You know,
I haven't, and that was my first time really.
Your first time eating
out?
Nah.
No, eating, yeah.
Period. Like,
yeah.
For like
And
a
I'm
couple
telling you,
days.
it is true. Oh my God, she had me like, she had me bagged up. My acid reflux, everything, my bowel movements. So when I first got that first meal, what was it? Some soup? No, I had some breakfast. That was good, and everything after that just went downhill. They kept messing up my order.
Man, everything. She said she want a chicken sandwich.
And then she would have. I'm like, look.
He said, I want it's
how would you
burger
ask
and
me?
fries, and they'll bring you 2 chicken strips on a old bun. You're like, what? What's going on?
Why you keep asking me what I want and you ain't gonna bring it to me?
Like I said, my cousin, she worked down, you know what I'm saying, when she came in, she set us straight, you know what I'm saying, order was perfect every time.
Ooh.
Battery died, you know what I'm saying, but we're gonna end it, man. This video real long. If you made it this far, man, appreciate you for staying and listening
to our story.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a journey, man. We still going. You know what I'm saying? Much love, man, to everybody who been showing support and supporting us. I hope for the people who maybe need some understanding about us and want to know what we was going through, what we've been going through, and what maybe probably why we've been so proud with our baby and so protective, because we've been through so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's a whole lot. Let me squeeze in this tiny little bit. I don't want to make this end part so long and like it's another video. But yeah, and got to the doctor when she was born. 2 months after she was born, doctor said she had a murmur. You know what I'm saying, on her heart. So yeah, we had to go to heart place and check her, you know what I'm saying, and they said she had a hole in her heart. You know what I'm saying, a pinhole, small, you know what I'm saying, and they wanted to wait till she's like 4 months to check her again. And yeah, so she doing good, you know what I'm saying, she healthy. Went to the doctor 4 months after. Doctor said
she don't hear anything.
Don't hear nothing, you know, she healed.
But basically we should have just known being to her due so early.
Yeah, she was gonna be,
it was gonna be something,
you know,
but not crazy. You know, and they said it was normal
having a murmur, you know. But yeah, so she doing good. So it's just we've been through, you know,
and just having a small baby, like people don't understand.
Yeah, make sure
your anxiety level is gonna be higher, you know, and it's gonna be more. But I say just get to know her. Like, was it 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
We kind of calmed down, you know.
She started sleeping throughout the night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just her being in the 2 percentile, you know, weight percentile, you know.
She's just gonna be
she's still small right now, but she's bigger.
Petite baby person.
Yeah, she's gonna be small,
but she's healthy. That's all that matters. And her milestone. She's hitting them. Like, she's been doing everything before her time. Like, she walked way before 12 months. She was doing a lot of stuff, talking at 3 months, saying mama, dad. Like, it's just, I don't know, this is new to us, this, you know, and we still getting to know her. And yeah, man.
So I think the next vlog we put up gonna be revealing her, you know. Then you guys see her.
Give y'all heads up. Don't y'all skip through either.
Don't skip through, man.
Don't you skip through.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy. That's that's the beauty of it, you know, enjoying it and watching it, you know what I'm saying?
Just knowing the story and knowing the reason why, you know, we finally decided to show her. But we gonna end it.
We gonna end it, you know what I'm saying?
And follow us on Instagram, Chris and Jazz.
On Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that. If you a new person watching this, man, subscribe, man. Hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Show some love, like, comment. You know what I'm saying? Share this video. Watch it over and over again. If it helped you, if you see some key points that you want to, you know, go back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. See a mirror, beauty and cosmetics. You know what I'm saying? Shop till you drop. You know what I'm saying?
And make sure y'all turn your notifications on our website so you can stay, you know, updated on what's new, deals, and all that stuff. Yeah. So I guess that's it. See y'all in another video. Bye.